Hello. The topic of our lesson plan for today is free fall. This lesson plan is divided into 3 parts. Part 1 is a simulation, online simulation. Number 2 is an actual lab on Newton's laws and free fall. Number 3, students get to create an egg cradle. So let's look at the details of all of the parts of the lessons. Part 1. Students will be using their laptops or desktops in the media center to participate in a simulation on freefall. During this simulation, students will be analyzing the relationships between mass, velocity, and acceleration. Upon completion of the simulation, every student has to complete a journal entry and also an analysis. Then the students will get back with their group members and synthesize the information to create one group assessment. These assessments are all online and will be turned into the teacher's wiki page. This is part 1 of the lesson plan. The teacher will grade the assessment and will discuss the results with the students. Second part of the lesson plan. The second part of the lesson plan involves an actual in-class lab where the students will be investigating Newton's laws and its influence on the motion of a free-falling object. Students will be dropping different size and masses of objects and calculating the velocities and accelerations of these objects. They will compare this information with what they found online and see if there's agreement or disagreement among the results. The assessment for this portion of the lesson plan is not a report, but students have to actually blog using the Teachers Edu blog site. They have to submit a summary of what they found, and in addition to that, they also have to comment on 2 pair blogs. Upon completion of the blogs, the teacher will assess to see if there's still any misconceptions that the students might have. These 2 parts, the simulation and the actual lab, will prepare the students with the necessary skills that they need for part 3 of the lesson plan, which is by far the most exciting part because here students get to create something. This part of the lesson plan entails the design and creation of an egg cradle. Students will use their knowledge of the Newton's laws and free fall to design an egg holder. The materials that the students select have to have a purpose in that it has to protect the egg. Students will be participating in an egg drop competition, which is a class-wide competition, where they will have to take their egg cradle and house a grade A large egg. These will be dropped from the top of the football stadium onto the concrete ground. Interesting, right? As an assessment, students must create a screencast where they will be explaining not only the design of their egg cradle, but also be able to explain why they use certain materials to protect the egg. In addition to that, students have to also explain the science concepts that are involved in dropping the egg. These screencasts will be featured onto the class wiki and also the school wiki, so students could share their results, their projects with not only their friends, but also their family members and their parents. So this was my lesson on free fall. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.